Welcome back, everybody, for the final video in week 3. This is covering class session 6. By the time you're watching this, although it's being recorded on Friday the 19th, you will have already turned in your first writing project. And I thought I'd mention what you should expect about grading on that assignment. I tend to grade things pretty quickly. Not that I rush through it, but I do want to get grades back to you as quickly as possible so you know how you're doing in the class. I figure I owe you that much. When I was a student myself, sometimes instructors would take weeks or a month to return something to me, and it drove me crazy. I don't do that. So if you turn in your first writing project, the final version, on Sunday night, when can you expect to see a grade from me? Probably Tuesday, maybe in some cases Wednesday. It depends, but certainly by the middle of the week, everyone will have their first writing project graded in the grade book and back from me. I make a lot of comments on your drafts. I don't make very many comments on your final product. That's just the way things work with me, but you will get your grade quickly. I may say a couple of things to you, but other than that, it will be a lot less comments than I make on your draft. So let's take a look what we're doing for class session 6. This is a good continuation of class session 5. So if you watch that video, and now you're watching this one, you're going to have a very good understanding of what we have to do. As we discussed in class session 5, we're doing a draft of writing project 2, and we're also starting a new discussion board where you're doing a little bit of analysis. And in this session, class session 6, we're responding to both of those. So in this session, there is one chapter to read, Avoiding Common Problems in Style, Grammar, etc. Of course you'll read the chapter, but as it says, pay particular attention to these pages, there's only 5, and the section on comma splices, there's only 1 page. Everybody uses too many commas. When I write a draft for my own classes and I go back and revise it later, I find that I use too many commas. It just seems to be a common problem, but this will help you eliminate some of those. There are 3 supplemental resources. Pay particular attention to this one. Practice grammar activity. Why should you pay particular attention to that? Because there's a short grammar quiz. If you do the practice activity first and then jump right into the grammar exercise, you're going to do great. 2 other supplemental resources, links to Purdue OWL and a PowerPoint on principles of peer response. Let's look at Purdue OWL for just a minute. We are lucky in Indiana that we have Purdue OWL. Why are we lucky? Well, for colleges and universities all across the country, Purdue University, for whatever reason, and I have no idea why, is viewed as the authority on writing an MLA and APA. Students all across the country, when they have a question about their writing, they go to Purdue's site, and OWL stands for the Online Writing Lab, as you can see on the screen. Anytime you have a question about MLA, this is the place to start. It's got sections on APA and MLA. Of course, we're only going to look at the MLA. If you want to know how to cite something, how to quote something, format of works cited page, this is the place to go. And for now, I've just opened the MLA overview. And notice on this side of the screen, any question you might have, including sample papers, it's in there. I still use this to this day. I don't think that I'm an MLA unbelievable expert. I'm pretty good, but there are some things I don't know, and when I have a question, this is where I go. Let's just hit one quickly. MLA Formatting and Style Guide. This will answer all your questions. It's pretty good. Bookmark that. Refer to it. For assignments and assessments, we have responses to the Session 5 and Session 6 discussion board, the grammar exercise, which I already mentioned, and then writing responses on the drafts of Writing Project 2. Let's go to the learning activities and see what's in there. Of course, there's your textbook. Don't need to open that. You already know it by now. The practice grammar activity. I won't open this, but again, it wouldn't hurt to do this one first. And there's also a link to Purdue OWL. It'll open it there as well. Or you can just open up your browser, go to Google and type in Purdue, and it'll come up. And here is the supplemental PowerPoint on principles of peer response. If your time is limited, go to the grammar page, go to the Purdue OWL page. You can probably, if you're pressed for time, skip the PowerPoint. But it's up to you. Look, there's tutor.com. Assignments and assessments. Okay, this is the discussion board about everyday rhetorical analysis. And this is where you're going to pick one of, I don't remember exactly how many scenarios, and write a real or imagined response that is a dialogue between two different people about the same thing. As I told you in video for session 5, you can be creative, you can completely make the whole thing up, you can write about something that really happened in your life, your choice, pick one of them and write about 200 words about it. This is the response to that. Read through what other people have put in the discussion board, pick 2 of them, write about 100 words, and answer the following questions. There's 5 here, and you only have 100 words. Do you have to answer all 5? Absolutely not. As it says, pick 2 of the questions. So you're responding to 2 people, 100 words per response, and answer 2 of the following questions about any of those that you are responding to. Here's the quiz on grammar. I'm not going to open it, but if you do the practice exercise first, and then jump directly into this, you're going to do great. And last, we have Writing Project 2, Peer Response. I will open this up, although there's none in here right now. As we talked about in session 5, once you're finished with your draft of Writing Project 2, you're going to post it in this forum, and once everyone has an entry in there, pick 2 of them and respond. Everyone has been really good so far in this class about giving a lot of response to many students. I think in all of these you're only required to respond to 2, but I know several of you have responded to way more than that, and that's appreciated. In writing, it's never been about one person sitting in front of their keyboard and composing a great essay. Writing is not that simple. To create a good essay takes the views of a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives. It takes me looking at your essay, but also other people in the class, because no one person can catch where an essay is weak, where it is strong, what needs improvement, what could be said better. And it's incredibly difficult for any one person to write something and then reread it themselves and catch all the mistakes. Your mind doesn't work that way. Neither does mine. We think the way we read and write, and we write and read the way we think. We don't see our own mistakes, essentially is what I'm saying. So it's very important that you get a lot of different eyes looking at any one particular piece of writing. That's how you make these things better. That's it for session 6. That one's not too bad. As always, reach out to me. 812-498-4200 is my text number. My voice number is 800-416-1747. Yes, that's a free call. Remember, if you text me, tell me who you are. I have many of your phone numbers in my phone, and I will recognize the number, but I won't say I have everyone's. So just tell me who you are before you ask your question or make your comment. If you want to email me, the letter M, STENGER, and the number 1 at ivytech.edu, or MSTENGER@metlife.com. I look forward to reading your final version of Writing Project 1. I think the class is going great. I know this is moving pretty quick, but that's the way I like it. Hope you do too. I'll talk to you soon.